Welcome back. It's showtime here at the NEC, and we've got the 125 and 250 finals coming up. Let's check it out.
As the riders take stock after the semis, the freestyle riders put up a display for the crowd, with the winner, Gary Taylor from Coventry, getting the highest rating with the fans. But the finals beckon, and for 125cc number 2, Brian Jorgensen, it's a moment of reckoning.
I sort of know my competitors, so yeah, I hope for a good race. I think the track, they're going to prepare the track really good, and I hope we all have a good and safe race.
Sword, Jorgensen, Mackenzie, Lereserve and Phillips are all in with a chance.
I got the whole shot and then someone hit me from behind, so I slid off and then I was last. I mean, if I'd have got round there, okay, I was quite confident that I would have won it. It was just an uphill battle from then on.
After the crash, Callanan, number 35, took the lead.
I got off to like a 6-7 start. Didn't get such a good drop, and pretty quick I took the outside at the second corner and got up to 4th, and after that I don't really remember.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. The technical racing suits my riding style more. Tonight I think it separated the riders a bit more.
For me it was a good race, just had a good start. Second behind Anti-Fleur, and he went down and crashed. I went into the lead, went a little bit tense, Brian Jorgensen passed me.
I did a couple of passes, and then I was in the front, and then I just, like I said, I just tried to do every section perfect. Once you're in the lead, you want to keep it.
Me and Lee had a really good battle. Once he got past me, I managed to pick my pace up a little bit and try and pass him back a couple of times. And it was a really good race. It was fair, and there was nothing unfair about it.
I was thinking about Tom, and then Brian Jorgensen got away a bit. So it was a bit of a battle between me and Tom Church. I enjoy riding with guys like Tom. The riding stays clean and not worrying about getting hurt with riders getting too wild out there.
Yeah, I just took it step by step, just rode steady, tried to do every lap perfect. Just concentrating to do every jump perfectly, and when the other makes a mistake, I would be there, you know, chasing them down, and that's what I did, and it paid off. When I come over and do my job, you know, I want to do it properly, and that's what I did today.
Jorgensen wins round 3, but look at Stephen Sword, who was last after the first lap.
Hi, I'm Jamie Dobb here at the NEC for UK Supercross. I'm from Derby in England, in the Midlands. I'm 29 years old. My lifestyle's really good. I've got a fantastic family. Just got a little baby girl, so everything's perfect on the family front. Got into Supercross when I was about 15, and I've been doing it ever since, really. For me now, it's been a big step in the last couple of years. It's an exciting time for me. I've not ridden Supercross in quite a while. I used to race Supercross in America for a few years. I've had a few injuries throughout the year in the World Motocross Championship, and the injuries I've sustained, the main one has been my neck injury. I went to see one of my teammates, physios in Belgium, and I went for a massage, and he cracked my neck and gave me a prolapse disc. It was quite hard, that one, and that's why I couldn't be in Belfast.
We're all a team, and like everyone is so happy. It's just like that's what you do it for, to be honest. I'm his mechanic for here, but in the season I do the engine and calibration settings, and like he'd come to talk to me about like if he wants changes. So like he knows me well enough for us to work well together, you know.
So who's the boss, the rider or the mechanic?
Always the rider, innit? Got to give him the respect he deserves, I suppose.
He's got so much self-belief and motivation, so dedicated, he's just so focused, it's unbelievable.
He's been a great mentor for me this year anyway. He's helped me a lot at the GPs, and yeah, he's a good guy. I get along with him well.
I do admire him for taking the World Championship, but this is a different series, and I'm up for the win.
I don't have any problems with any of the riders, you know. If they start being dirty and jumping across on jumps, then that starts getting dangerous. If they're just hard and they like crash into you, and that's racing. If you leave the door open, then you've got to expect them to do that, especially at Supercross.
You're watching UK Supercross on Channel 4.
It's all down to this, the final of the 250s. The battles in this race will be between Edwards, Hucklebridge, Dobb and Higgs.
I made the best start of the night, really. I mean, I knew I had to get out there with Warren because he was been on it all night and he's been really fast.
Got a good start, just wanted to get to the front. Obviously, you get to the front, you get a clear track in front, so especially when it's soft and rutty conditions like that, you want to be able to see the ruts early.
Everyone was riding quite wide on a lot of lines, and I started to move in tight. I think the tighter lines were definitely faster, and if you get far enough in, there was no ruts there, so everyone else was riding in the ruts, and I managed to find some lines with no ruts in it.
Just took my time, picked off each one as I got to them, just rode a nice steady race.
Warren Edwards led with Hucklebridge and Dobb right on his tail on a hard course.
Picked my lines because it was going to be a real difficult track with all the ruts, and they were getting deeper and deeper throughout the race, so you had to be really concentrating 100% because of that.
Put a lot of effort in at the beginning of the race to get into the lead, and then got my lead and got a little sort of gap over second place and just really settled.
Jamie was good from the start. I mean, he just went out the gate and got straight into the track straight away, and being how good a rider he is, he can just manage to do that.
There's many guys out there that could do it. They just need a good start, and then you're going to have to play catch-up. You can get in a very easy rhythm when the tracks are hard. When it's rutty like it is tonight, it takes it out of you because the bike wants to go in different directions to you want to go. So it's a bit more physically demanding.
Warren just ran wide on the corner, and I managed to just come up on the inside of him and put a block past him. Nothing dirty, but it stuck. So easy to make a mistake out there, and I mean, I made a lot of mistakes as well, and I think everyone did on the track was making mistakes because it was that type of track.
When it's these sort of conditions, you just need to relax. You have to line everything up so perfect and really not make mistakes.
I just took a comfortable lead and just made sure I kept the gap every lap and was able to win.
So a win for guest rider Jamie Dobb from Derby, which he dedicated to his wife and baby in the crowd.
It's good, it's nice to come back and have a win, and I'm glad I could stay out the way of everyone in the fight.
Dobb, the #1 rider in round 3, with Hucklebridge second and Higgs third. Edwards' spill towards the end of the race put him in 5th.
I'm more determined now I've got the baby and everything. Since I found out my wife was pregnant, it gave me inner strength within myself. The way I work is probably different to other people, as in the week, that's my job. I have to go and train and I have to go and ride. The weekend is the fun part, and I want to go out there and have as much fun as possible.
So after round 3 at the NEC Birmingham, Stephen Swords still leads the 125s despite 5th place in the final. In the 250s, Mark Hucklebridge's 2nd place gives him the top spot for the first time.
I enjoy Supercross. The main reason is because it's so cold outside and wet, none of us really want to be riding around in the mud.
Risking our lives at some points, you know, it's very intense.
I mean, Supercross is an extreme sport, you know, and unless you've got extreme obstacles out on the track, you know, it's not sort of testing the riders to what it's supposed to be doing.
Just for you, Gracie.
Well, that's it. They're shifting the dirt and they're moving it to Cardiff, which is where we'll see you for round 4 of UK Supercross.
So, more Supercross next week at the same time on